sleep is friends with death, but maybe I should get some rest.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel and another video. So, I have said, oh, I'll do a Q&A video, put some questions in the comments, but haven't gotten around to it. So, here we are, finally, filming a Q&A video after a very long time of saying that I would. So, do a bit of tack cleaning, because I desperately need to clean my tack, because I haven't cleaned it in an awfully long time. So, let's get these rings on first. Gunky. Just need to get my bit and some water too, because I haven't cleaned that. So, I've got a phone here. I spin the wheel with lots of questions on that you guys have asked, and over like ages, ones that maybe you've just asked, not in a Q&A video, but I've decided to put it in so I can answer them all in one spot. So let's do our first spin. See what it is. Okay, so we've gotten what breed is Madge. So let's hide that slice and we'll answer that question. So we are not particularly sure. He was imported from Ireland at 4 years old. So he's some sort of Irish breed, we're thinking. But his passport doesn't say his breeding at all. So we're not entirely sure. But we think he looks at least a bit Connie-like. But really, we've never actually been sure. I really want to get him a DNA test, but I don't know how much they cost and whether it will actually be any use whatsoever. But I want to get him one of them, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, because I just want to see what breed he is, what part breed he is, and that kind of stuff. But alright, we've gotten the bridle taken apart. We will start with the biggest piece. So, yeah, we don't know. He looks like a Connemara. At least part Connemara. What is this stuff on top here? So, that's been our guess for quite a while, that he's at least part Connie. So, let's go for the next question. That's getting this phone greasy. And it turned off, okay. Okay, so I've had this question a few times, not huge amounts, but because it's just something you don't really ask, but what school do I go to? So, I have been doing online school with, it is a school, and we have teachers, we have other students, I have friends from the school, so I do technically have a school, but I go to a school called Minerva's Virtual Academy. No, said that wrong. Minerva Virtual Academy, and it is an online school for people in year 7 to up to 6th form, I think. So year 7 to year 13, so that's age 11 till 18, I think. I'm not entirely sure about that one actually, but yeah, and I've been going there for just over a year now. We've almost hit summer holidays, so I'm almost about to be off for the next 8 weeks, which will be very good after, because I've got a lot of competitions coming up. So that's the school that I go to. I have online work, and I have lessons, and I have teachers, and I can email my teachers and ask them questions. But I mean, it's also a school for very high sporting people, so people that compete at international level, need to travel a lot, but also need to keep up with their schoolwork. Not that I travel a lot, in fact I stay actually home a lot more, but I have horses, obviously, so it makes life much easier for when I need to go do the pony. So yeah, there you go. It's very dirty, this tack is. But this is my fault because I haven't cleaned it in a very long time. And this bit gets very dirty here because it's right close to his mouth. So when he eats anything, it all goes on her. If he's eating something very close to coming in and getting his bridle on, then it goes all over that. Okay, let's find the next question. Okay. Spinning takes so long. Okay, least favourite Lemieux colour. Alright, so I'm assuming you all know, but Lemieux is a very fancy horse brand that can be quite expensive but has a lot of colours. For example, this is one of their pieces of clothing. This is the spruce, I think, which I think is very nice. It's quite a nice winter colour. Probably an autumn winter collection. It is now discontinued, which is quite sad. So, alright, I'm going to do one for discontinued because there is one thing that I don't like out of the discontinued, and then we're going to go on the Lemieux website and look about what I don't like out of their current load, because they've got some new colours. They've also got new boots out. Okay, let's look at all their colours. So I think my least favourite colour out of their discontinued load, out of all of them plus the discontinued, would probably be watermelon, because that is such a bright pink and I don't particularly like bright pink. And then out of their new ones, I would actually, I know if you look at my nails, they currently do look like the colour I'm about to say, but the newest, one of the newer colours at the Spring Summer Collection, Peony, it's just not a kind of colour I would want to put on my horse. I like it on my nails, but I wouldn't want to put it, I think it's Peony. Well, Peony or Blossom. So, yeah. Peony or Blossom out of the current Lemieux colours, and probably watermelon out of the discontinued load as well. Come on, there we go. Alright, spinning again. I'll be back. I'm going to go put this in some water. Alright, so that is just in some water, soaking off some of the grass. How old is Madge? There we go. How old is Madge is the next question. He is, I know I've been cleaning this bit for a very long time now. He is 14 years old. Born in 2011, I would say. Yeah. Birthday's in April. So, yeah, he's 14. He can look a bit older if he's being a bit slow and annoying. But he is actually 14, so not too old. Tommy was Tommy was 18, 17 or 18, I think, when we sold him. So yeah. And I have just forgot to hide the slice, so we just landed on how old was Madge again, which is a bit silly. But just cleaning his brow band. Hello, look at my little pupper here. Would you like to say hello to everyone on YouTube? Can't you? This is my little pupper. This is Betty. And then I have another one called Biggs too. They are miniature dachshunds. They are adorable too. Okay, favourite thing to do at the yard? Oh, I don't know. I'm guessing we're going to discount riding in that, because obviously it would be riding. Riding, would be the top thing, but I'm guessing we're just going to discount that. So then it would probably be just chilling, like when I'm waiting to be picked up or something, because I've gone up there alone. Probably just chilling with Madge, actually. Just doing nothing, listening to a bit of music or Audible, which I love. And then groundwork, probably, because I enjoy just spending time with Madge on the ground. And I need to remove that one, actually. Favourite thing in the yard. Okay, we're just going to have to spin it, and then if it lands on that again, then I'll have to remove it. Okay. Also, if you're looking for some new reins and you want some to last, get Lumia reins. They are honestly brilliant. These were secondhand, like, we got these with Madge's bridal. So, they were obviously old before then. We've had Madge for 6 months. So, yeah, they're really good, actually. Because they wouldn't have given us new reins when we got him with his bridal. So, I don't know how old these are, but they're really good and they're holding on really well. So, okay, why did I sell Tommy? So, Tommy had a limit of around 80 competing and, yeah, and like a little bigger at home. And he was also seriously small. He was only 13.1, which, well, that's 13.1. It's not exactly huge. So I was starting to get too tall for him. I wanted to jump a bit bigger, like I am now with Madge. I'm jumping 80, 90 competing and show jumping, and 80 eventing, where I only did eventing at 70 with Tommy. I probably could have gone to 80, but I wasn't entirely sure. So yeah, that's why I sold Tomo. I sold him 14th of December, I think. I'm not entirely sure, actually. And I can't look back at the video of when we sold him because, well, that might not have came out on the day that I actually sold him, because it depends on how long the editing took me. So, that's why we sold Tom. Okay, let's move on to oiling stuff up. Yeah, stuffs gets all over my hands. Alright, spin again. There we go. Okay, yeah, we have landed. I'll show you right now. Highest jump. I don't know whether we'll get through all these questions because there's a lot of them. Some of them I think might be doubles, I'm not entirely sure really. But my highest jump was on Tommy. It's 1.10 m actually. But I definitely think that Madge has jumped a jump bigger than 1.10 m before, because some of the screenshots of videos that I've gotten of Tommy jumping, no, Madge jumping, are ridiculous, because he's leaping into the air when the jump's really, it was only 1 metre and he was jumping higher. So the jump's actual height was 1.10 m, it was on Tommy. Barely made it over. I fell off that very same day too. I don't know whether it was before or after that. I'm not entirely sure. But 1.10 m on TomTom, like 2 years ago, I think. One or 2 years ago. Maybe 2 now, actually. So it was a very long time ago. I don't think I've jumped Tommy as big since. It was 1.5 m before that, and a bit smaller than that. Those were both on my first horse, Rue, who was a chestnut New Forest gelding. So, yeah. Okay. Let's put that just over here while it's soaking in. Let's hide that one. And we'll go for another spin. Ooh, are we going for another one? No, okay. So we've got biggest jump bareback. Oh. I haven't got it on video either. It was on Tommy. Again, Madge has jumped some jumps huge bareback, so he's jumped them bigger than probably what I jumped on Tommy. It was a like meter spread or something on Tommy. Or no, it was a meter upright, I think, actually. But then when I got my mum to come and video me, he then refused. So he was like, I jumped it, but then didn't get. And then when I asked my mum to come video to record it, he then refused. So then we had to go down and just jump some smaller ones. And then we didn't actually get the height that I managed to do on video. So that was actually quite annoying. But if you watched my bareback, I have a jumping lesson bareback, then you will see that Madge did some pretty huge jumps over some of those when they weren't that big at all. They were only like 80 or 70. Okay, so there's a Shetland pony on this channel. I also have a channel for her which is called Dolly the Shetland. So go check that out. It is linked in my bio, I think. I'll check that. I think it is though. So go check that out. But she's called Dolly. She is my instructor's horse, and instructor and owner of my yard. Same person. And I look after dolls. So yeah, I don't own her. I only look after her. But we do everything for her. We get her in, we give her water, make her hay. So yeah. I think we've already done this one. It's how old is Madge? 14. So we'll spin it again because I forgot to hide it last time. Oh, the reins are getting tangled. Here we go. Least favourite Mia colour. We've already done that one too. I know that one because I've been on your website. Aha. Do I own, well, the horse I ride in most of my videos, which is, it was on a video and it was, do I own that horse? And it was a video of Madge. So, do I own Madge? Yes, I do. We bought him, and then we had both Madge and Tommy for 2 weeks, and then sold Tommy. Everyone in my pony club thought that we hadn't sold Tommy. They're like, oh, you could do this and Madge and this on Tommy. I'm like, but I don't have Tommy anymore. I'm like, oh, what? When did you sell him? I'm like, sold him ages ago. I sold him months ago. But do I own Madge? Yes, I do. Very much so. Aha. The next one is, how many horses do I own? Just one. I've only, well, that's a lie. Like I just said, I have had 2 horses before for 2 weeks, and it was quite hard having 2 horses riding, both of them being in full work. As Tommy, we were on the verge of selling him, so he had to keep him in full work to make sure that he was in full work for when he was sold. And then Madge, he was my new horse, so I was riding him. So yeah, I only have 1 at the moment, but I did have 2 at one point. But apart from, I have never had 2 horses in idea of keeping 2 horses. It was always to sell Tommy. Favourite Lamia colour, okay. Okay, we're doing this again with, so I'm going to do one from out of the discontinued colour, one from the currently discontinued, only the discontinued, and that would be this colour, and this is spruce. But I don't know whether I'd wear that so much on Madge. I'm not entirely sure with you. But I love that colour, but I'm not sure whether I'd wear it. I quite like chili, because that's a bright red on a grey, which looks quite nice. Well, everything goes with the grey, really. And then ice blue and navy, because I just like navy. And if there's like a bright blue, then I quite like bright blues on Madge, because he looks quite good in bright blue. So, yeah. Well, Madge just looks good in anything, but I prefer him in blue and navy kind of colours. Those are what I like and what he looks also good in. So, that is my favourite Lumia colour. These boots are so dirty. There we go. Ooh, what discipline would I like to try? So, I do eventing, show jumping, a little bit of dressage, and what else? Well, I did do mounted games. So technically I can't say I'd like to try mounted games because I used to do mounted games. So that is annoying. I loved mounted games doing on Tommy because he was brilliant at it. What would I like to try? I can't even say bridleless if that was a discipline. Which some people count it as a discipline. I don't know whether I count it as a discipline or not. So, what would I say? What would I say? I'm not really sure about many Western ones. Alright. We've got to brainstorm. I have no ideas. To be completely honest with you, I do not know. Maybe, I don't know actually. I'm working towards it, but if you count this as a discipline, then Liberty. If not, then it would probably be, well, I don't know the exact thing, but hunter jumping. So it's still jumping, obviously. It's more of an American thing. Also, Madge would look quite good in that kind of stuff. So probably like hunter jumping, I would say. Sorry if I'm calling it the wrong thing and you're Western or you're from America and you do that thing. I have no ideas. So yeah, probably that. Okay, that is done. Aha. When did I start riding? So, I don't know the exacts. I started riding before COVID happened, as my riding school then got shut down after. In COVID, obviously, and then after COVID, it just shut down completely, I think. Except, I've put clips on of me riding at the riding school, and people say they've ridden there before, recently. So, I don't know really whether it's shut down anymore, but yeah. And so, 2018 maybe? How many years have I been riding? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I've been riding around 7 years, so yeah, I would say around 2018 I started riding. Rode in a riding school, went to a different riding school because I got a recommendation from someone, and then shut down because of COVID. Started riding some friend's horse who was too big for that horse now, so I was just keeping it because they wanted to keep it, so I just started doing a bit of stuff on it. And then so that was Darcy. Then 2021 it would have been. May 2021, got my first horse, Rue. It has also recently been, I've had my own horse for the past 4 years, so yeah. And then got that, and then had him for 18 months. In September, 5th of September or something, I got Tommy. Had him for just over 2 years. Loved him to bits. And then December last year, got Madge. And so Tommy in December last year. So yeah, that's kind of my short of my riding story. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. No, not 4. We have 3 questions left. Okay. And that actually turns out that one was one that I'd already answered, so 2. Okay, so daddy. What venue would I like to compete at? Ah, okay. So, badminton would be amazing. Badminton grassroots, which is an aim for one day. Except British eventing is expensive. So, badminton grassroots maybe at some point. And what else? Maybe Hickstead, except I have actually had the opportunity to ride at Hickstead when I qualified for school, but I don't think I could make it or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, and then our last question, I'm not going to spin it because we've already made it to our last question and I can already know what it is. Who was my last horse? So that was Tommy. He went to a new owner in 14th of December 2024. I will put her channel linked in the description below, and she now has him and she competes with him. So yeah, that was my last horse, and I think we have finished all the questions. I am just about to put together the bridle after I find something to try this with. I think I might use this actually. But yeah, so if you have any other questions, then put them in the comments. We can do another Q&A vlog if we get enough questions about other stuff. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next time. Bye!